Alright, another test of vertical studio here. Today, I'm going to try to get high enough so I'm not crashing into anything. Which it looks like I should be good. And I am going to try to do kind of an orbit, an interactive orbit around this little gazebo here. So, not sure what kind of a shape I'm going to make it, but let's try something like that. And I'm going to try, got the throttle straight to the right now. Not the throttle, but my right stick to the right. Try picking up the speed a little bit. Stop that, and now reverse my track here. Does seem like my circumference away, or my radius, is a little bit different, even though I haven't moved the stick forward or backwards. And it's just lost it, I believe. So I'm going to try to reposition. And I've reselected it, and we're off and ready to go. By moving the stick forward, getting closer to it, let me try spinning around it at this closeness. Again, it's not using it as kind of the center of that spin, but it is trying to keep it right in the middle. So now I'm going to try to orbit to the right, but I'm also going to back away a little bit from it as I go. So it's doing a nice job trying to keep it in the center. A couple of things that I think I've learned: if I instead want the gazebo to be kind of, let's say, to the top right of the screen, I can click the box and move it to the top right. And then what it's going to try to do is keep that object to the top right instead of to the center. So you can kind of frame your work that way. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to try it on a couple of moving vehicles. Again, I tried this the other day, and the vehicles were moving pretty fast for me. So I'm going to go up a little bit higher just so I don't freak them out. We do have a lot of traffic today. So let's see if I can select this car that's coming towards me. selected the car that was going away from me. I would love to zoom the screen a little bit if I could. I think that would help with the tracking. All right. So I basically just have the right stick going forward, and it is trying to chase after it. But as you can see, it's got way too much speed for me. Here I've attached it to another car. It just switched cars on me, if you noticed, but again, they look pretty darn similar. It's doing a nice job keeping it as close to the center as possible, while being still being smooth. I mean, it's not jerky. Okay, and it lost it again. And I had to kind of reselect it. The other thing I wanted to test out, I wanted to do another wall demonstration if I could. So I'm going to come out over the pond here. And it's important to note that I've got to get to the map before I can activate the map or the wall feature. So I'm going to use that as my wall. I believe now I can switch it back over. Oh, no, I have to stay in that mode. So I've got a whole bunch of steam. Let's see if I can break through this wall. And I got collision with wall. You can see I'm still trying to go forward. Try to fly backwards into it. So, a pretty successful test. We do have some settings I'm trying to change, and possibly I have to stop recording, so I'm going to stop recording, and now I'm allowed to change some settings so I can mess with the ISO. have on the picture side of things. Looks like the normal button still works for taking pictures. And it looks like the video is rocking and rolling. So I do like this app. I still will be using it along with some other apps that I like using for the panorama, photos, and the ground station missions. I also like the HDR photos. So that's something I'll continue to look for the other apps, and maybe that's something that Vertical Studio will add in the future. But overall, I'm pretty happy with its ability to track things. Obviously, you've got to be a little bit closer, and with me out here on the residential streets, I don't really want to freak people out too much. So that's my again, a third test of Vertical Studio, and I'm getting more and more comfortable using it each time. Thanks for watching.